there are over 500 different energy drinks you can purchase. In 2021, energy drink sales was over $14 billion. That's just insane. Today, this dietitian is trying 5 highly caffeinated, very popular energy drinks for y'all and telling you which one's the best. I'm also gonna tell you if they're healthy, not healthy, and everything in between of energy drinks. So let's buckle up and put your wagers down now of how fast I'm gonna be talking by the end of this video. Hey party people, I'm stoked you're here. Welcome back. But if you're new, my name's Nicole. It's so nice to meet you. I'm a registered dietitian. I have a master's in nutrition, and I've been in the nutrition fitness world for well over 10 years, showing you that living a healthy lifestyle and eating healthy can be fun and easy. Today is a highly requested video, and it is everything about energy drinks. Today, I am gonna blind taste test 5 different very popular energy drinks. I asked y'all on Instagram. If you haven't followed me there, go to it, because I asked y'all, what was your favorite energy drink? And I bought those plus others. I'm gonna tell you what they taste like, if they're good, and rank them 1 through 10. Also, we're gonna talk about taurine, and if it's a stimulant, if it's not, what the heck and bob it does in an energy drink. I am stoked. So before we go into the first drink, make sure you press like, subscribe to the video, share this with your friends and family. Now, first drink. What is that? Okay, it tastes a little sour. Tastes almost like a sour Skittle. Could be peach. It could be peach. It tastes like Crystal Light peach tea. And almost a little Smarties aftertaste. Giving this a 6 out of 10. That is pretty darn tasty. I'm saying my guess is peach.
Winner.
Right now, Celsius. Celsius. This one is peach vibe. And everybody on Instagram was saying Celsius is their favorite. It has a lot of vitamins, which you could just have a multivitamin instead of a Celsius. Celsius also says it burns body fat. Y'all, I have to tell you, Celsius also has a little squiggly saying it doesn't really burn body fat. It does increase our heart rate, which can also increase beta oxidation. But you know what else increases beta oxidation, aka fat loss? Sleep. You know what interferes with sleep? Caffeine. Also in here is that guarana extract, the seeds. So although it has caffeine, it also has the caffeinated seeds, and it has green tea extract. So it is triple threat caffeine, which means this is pretty darn high in caffeine, which is probably why it says don't have more than 2 a day. Woo! Caffeine is a natural stimulant, so you can find it in herbs and plants, things like chocolate, coffee, tea, matcha, yerba mate, and also you might have seen on energy drinks guarana seeds, and that's a fruit with its seeds having caffeine in it. Caffeine can also be synthetically made and put into things like sodas and other beverages. In soft drinks, there's about 30 to 40. In green tea, 30 to 50 milligrams. 8 ounces of black coffee will have 80 milligrams to 100. And energy drinks is the widest variety, and that is 40 to 250 milligrams per 8 ounces. But let's start in a positive note. Let's talk about the pros. Those things are fatigue intolerance, mental alertness, focus, because caffeine stimulates our brain as well as our central nervous system. It'll also stop certain receptors, especially in our brain. It stops adenosine. And adenosine, when working properly, builds up in our body and makes us sleepy. When we ingest caffeine products, caffeine will actually bind to the adenosine receptors so that adenosine does not build up, therefore we don't feel sleepy. Pretty fun fact. Let's go to the next drink. Oh, super clear. This also smells like Smarties. Do all energy drinks smell like and taste like Smarties? Oh, this one's good. This one is very sour. Oh, I like that one better. That one has so much more bubbles. I have like a sour flavor feeling. Think it's green apple. Has a punch like Sprite Mountain Dew 7.5. I think Ghost Warhead green apple. Bang, energy, sour heads. How much caffeine is in here? It does say it has some vitamins. It also says it has some CoQ10 in it. Does CoQ10 work? I'm gonna give a fun fact right here. I could go into it a little bit more if you want me to in part 2. Woo! The upper limit for adolescents, which is 17 years or younger, is only 100 milligrams. And all of these drinks have over 100 milligrams of caffeine in them. And that's only for like 8 ounces. A lot of energy drinks have upwards to like 300 milligrams of caffeine. For adults, those who regularly consume caffeine can have upwards to 400 milligrams a day without any adverse reactions. Granted, Everyone is different. Some people are highly sensitive to caffeine. Researchers see adverse reactions happen around the 200 milligram mark. I want you to be looking out for the side effects so you know what your upper limit is. Now, severe side effects would be things like feeling irritable, antsy. Know that caffeine has been shown to increase anxiety. So if you're somebody that has anxiety without caffeine, double check that caffeine is right for you. More severe adverse reactions of too much caffeine would be things dealing with your heart. So it could be atrial fibrillation, tachycardia, palpitations. You might feel like your heart is beating out of your chest. You also could end up in the hospital. And most emergency visits that deal with caffeine are dealing with children, so under 17 years old, or people that mix caffeine with other things like alcohol. Make sure you know how much caffeine you're consuming and where you are with the upper limit. Oh, I think I know this color. I know this color. It smells like college. I do not like that. That is 1000% Red Bull.
Winner.
It tastes medicine-y. It's a little carbonated, but not overly carbonated. It just tastes like a bunch of chemicals together. This is my least favorite. I'm so sorry, Red Bull, but you're getting a 3. The OG sugar-free energy drink. This one has 114 milligrams per 12 fluid ounces, and this is 12 fluid ounces. Make sure you're always checking serving size versus how much caffeine is in each serving. So this is about a little higher than 1 cup of coffee. And this one also has taurine in it, and if we haven't talked about it already, we will talk about it. You might have thought taurine was another stimulant, but here's the kicker. Taurine is actually the opposite. It calms our brain down. There was no specific answer of why taurine was added to caffeinated beverages, but I think what's happening is it's trying to offset the mass amount of caffeine that's in these energy drinks to maybe help us feel less anxiety, anxious, irritable from the amount of caffeine, which then you would just think, why don't you just add less caffeine? And I think it's because marketers love a high number when it comes to caffeine. It feels like when you go down the energy drink aisle that the one with the most caffeine wins. There really is no studies that show the long-term effects of combining these different ingredients together. So as a dietitian, my recommendation right now is not to grab the energy drink with 300 milligrams of caffeine and taurine, because you're probably tricking your body into not knowing it's having that much caffeine, which could have more adverse effects. That is just my own thought on it. Have the energy drinks with less caffeine, like a cup of coffee worth of caffeine. Ooh, another clear one. It smells really good. Whoa, that is the sourest one. That might be Ghost. Whoa, that is sour. This is definitely a green apple. Woo! I keep drinking it, but it is sour. It's more sour than I thought anything would be in a beverage form. Slight energy aftertaste. So a little bubbly, not the most bubbly. Very green apple with a little lemon lime aftertaste. But it also kind of tastes like Concord grape juice. It also tastes like that. Honestly, taste-wise, this is getting an 8. This tastes so stinking good, but dangerous, because like I can imagine somebody just chugging this. This is the Warhead
Winner.
Green. I keep guessing Warhead Green. Ghost, Warheads, green apple. Huge concern for me with the Ghost is it has so many ingredients that have more caffeine. So although it says it has 200 milligrams of natural caffeine, it also has 100 milligrams of something that they call neurofactor, which is their proprietary blend. You really won't know how much of what is in their blend. So it could have higher than 300 milligrams of caffeine in this one thing. All of their flavors look like so much fun to drink. It's definitely marketed to kids and also adult kids like myself. I want to try so many of their flavors. Granted now, I don't think I'll be buying any more Ghost because of how much caffeine it possibly could have, and it could have me wired and other people wired for days. Just makes me a little nervy. What I found the most interesting is there are different rules when you're called a supplement versus when you're called a beverage. And it's up to the manufacturers to decide if they're gonna be a supplement or a beverage. The rules are much more strict when you're a beverage than they are if you're a supplement. Currently, the FDA requires 3 things from energy drinks. 1, a list of ingredients. 2, a list of allergens if you have any allergens. And 3, a nutrition facts label or a supplement label. If you're a supplement, you don't need to tell how much caffeine you actually have in your product. You don't need to have how much of each ingredient is in your product. Even when they say how much caffeine is in the product, third-party studies have showed that could be completely off, up to like 20% higher or lower than the amount of caffeine that the label states, which could be pretty dangerous if you're nearing the end of the upper limit. For companies that say that they're a beverage, there are some voluntary guidelines that they need to follow based on the American Beverage Association. And I said voluntary, so you don't have to follow them, it's just highly encouraged. And those things are an accurate list of ingredients, restriction of marketing this to children, I believe it's 12 and under, and reporting adverse reactions to their beverage to the FDA. And I say all of this just so that you are a smart consumer. If you like energy drinks, you can totally have one in your day and still be healthy, but be mindful that the labels could be off. They're not telling you the entire truth what's in your can. That's why I think it's just a lot safer to have fresh brewed tea or fresh brewed coffee when it comes to caffeine, but I do know everybody's taste buds are different and some people just like energy drinks better. Am I getting any of these right? Except I know Red Bull I got right. Oh, I know what's in this, what it is. That smells so good. That is tasty. That tastes like an orange dreamsicle, but in a soda in the best way possible. Bubbly, it's soda-y, love the carbonation, just the right amount of carbonation. It has orange with a little taste of ice cream float, like those orange dreamsicles. For energy drinks taste, I'm giving this a 9. Doesn't taste medicine-y at all. You really don't taste like it's an energy drink, even though I know it's an energy drink, and I know if this is the Alani Nu, it has 200 milligrams. Woo, feeling energized. My guess, Alani Nu.
Winner!
Alani Nu Dream Float. Their marketing is pristine. It's beautiful. It makes me want to buy it every single time I read it. Alani Nu says they're vegan. It says it's 200 grams of caffeine. So again, wouldn't have more than 2 a day if it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. And it says it's gluten-free. So all my gluten-free girlies. But they do add a lot of B vitamins because people thought that it increased energy. But really, y'all, B vitamins help with energy metabolism, meaning it helps break down our food to create energy. It's not what gives us energy. Calories give us energy. And caffeine helps stimulate our central nervous system and brain to give us energy. And y'all, I know there are tons of ingredients in energy drinks. I could only do so many fun fact pop-ups. I would love to dive in a little deeper on these fun ingredients, and if there's any science that shows that they actually work, let me know down below if there's any specific energy drinks you want me to try or any specific energy drink ingredients you want me to talk about in the part 2 of energy drinks, because y'all, the research is so stinking fast. But until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.